So the king monkey's the mini boss. What's the actual boss? I don't remember. A little excessive. Alright, so I believe I just need to smack the totem poles with my face when he throws the boomerang. I almost said banana. He throws the banana. Nope. Do it better. Do it better. Do that, but do it better. Throws the banana. Smack him in the face. He gets smacked by the banana. Then I have to hit his butt with my sword. Zelda. Musicals here. Stab it. Got it. Goodbye. And the third wins and decides he's boomerang. You freed me from evil. Now I've found my true power back. Please take it with you. Use it to aid your quest and may both the power and blessing go with you. Focus power on your boomerang before releasing it. It will unleash your powerful wind, aiding you in unforeseen ways. Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's talk about item design in Zelda for a second. So, item and dungeon design, I suppose, as a way of gameplay progression. So, Zelda games typically have a sequence that is go to a dungeon, usually called the temple, but for the lack of for a more general game design term, it's a dungeon. You go in. There's doors and keys. Usually lock doors first, then you find a key because that's good game design. And then about halfway through each dungeon, you find that dungeon's item, and it's an item that you gain and have access to throughout the rest of the game, and you can use in future dungeons, use in the outside world. But it's an item that lets you do special things or has a special power or something like that. And a boomerang is a classic Zelda item. And then that's halfway through each dungeon. You use that item at the end of the dungeon to fight the main boss of the dungeon. And usually through using that new item's powers, you access and exploit a specific mechanic to beat that dungeon boss. So that's what we just did here. This is the mini boss of the first temple not Breath of the Wild. What the hell game were we playing? Twilight Princess. It's the first one. It's the very first one. And right off the bat, Twilight Princess said, okay, not only are you going to be a wolf for parts of this game, but the first thing you get is a boomerang. And it's not just a boomerang, it's the Gale boomerang. It has wind powers. It creates a tornado. You can use it to actually like bring things to you or to like, knock things away. It kind of takes that standard item and adds to it, ramps it up a little bit, and it's the first thing you get. So it's right off the bat they're saying, listen, this game's gonna be pretty crazy. And the items that you get throughout the rest of the game are kind of in that same line too. It's not just like, okay, here's the bow or here's the boomerang. The bow in this one's actually pretty standard, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's really cool, and this is a great example of that. And I mean, the item design itself, the physical design, is pretty badass. Like, look at that wing; it's so cool. But yeah, I think it's really cool. I love the Gale Boomerang. It's really fun, and we're gonna keep playing with it. Set it to a button, push the button, lock on as many as 5 targets one. And that's the lock on to multiple targets that we borrowed from Wind Waker. The boomerang in Wind Waker locked on targets too. Whereas the boomerang in Ocarina and Majora's Mask could not. Replace the slingshot. Yeah, and then all these little propeller guys that we've been seeing around. Oh my god, let's lock onto that. Throw the boomerang. Makes a little tornado. Pushes the propeller. And now we've basically obtained what... Oh, we've obtained this dungeon's key. Do a bunch. It's one of those. Okay. They really want to make sure you know how to do this. There we go.